It is time for me and my co-host to bring you another hot topic here on the Connie Reeves Show. My name is Connie Reeves, and I am so delighted that you have tuned into WNRR Gospel 1380, the original, one of a kind. As always, my outstanding co-hosts are here this evening with me to join in the conversation that we're going to have tonight about retirement. I have on the West Coast Kevin Gantos and on the East Coast Omara Bird. How are you doing tonight, Omara?
I'm doing great tonight, Miss Connie Reeves. Excited for another show. Always love having another show, giving the listeners some great information that's going to help them and benefit them in so many ways. So I'm excited to be on the show, hear some of the information, be a part of the information that's being provided, and just geared up to go. Along with our other co-host, Mr. Kevin Gantos. Looking forward to hearing from him as well. Kevin, how are you doing, sir?
Doing fantastic, Omar. Thanks for having me on, Connie. It's excited to be on your show. That is for sure. And as Omar had said as well, excited for the listeners tonight. I think the information that we're going to share is really going to help a lot of people out there. So I'm ready to roll. So
I think so, too, that we are going to be able to help a lot of people like we try to do each and every Sunday night. And like I said, we're going to talk about retirement. And it's a funny thing that I picked out 3 articles, and each article is saying that people are not ready for retirement. The baby boomers have not been saving. Generation X, which comes right behind the baby boomers, are not doing so well either. So this one article I was reading in the blackenterprise.com that says what to do if you or a loved one is retiring with debt. It says that life happens. We have children to support. We lose jobs. Marriages fall apart. By the time we near our golden years, the nest egg we may have envisioned may be a lot smaller than we thought, and in many cases, not there at all due to heavy debt loads. According to the most recent data from Employee Benefit Research Institute, families with heads ages 55 to 64 have an average debt level of about $107,000. Oh, my goodness, $107,000 is the average, okay? So this also weighs heavily on our psychological and emotional well-being. The study also found that nearly half of workers with a major debt problem are not at all confident that they have enough money for a financially secure retirement. So this article also says, what's the first thing people should do when they realize that debt is going to be a problem in retirement? It says that they should come up with a debt reduction plan. You can sit down with a financial planner or seek debt reduction counsel, but you need a plan. That's what you need, ladies and gentlemen. Get a plan. It's important to remember that getting rid of debt is not something that will occur tomorrow. It took for years to get into it. It will take you years to get out of it. Maybe, maybe not. If you're patient and will stick to a plan, it will pay off. And we have a plan B for all who have retired or near retirement. But I also wanted to say that this other article I was reading, the NewYorkDailyNews.com, was saying that New York's baby boomers could be going bust. A new study says 38% of the state's 51 to 69-year-olds have no retirement savings at all, and their Generation X successors aren't doing much better. So, here we are in the good old USA. Our parents, as I know, my parents, my dad, who was working, had what used to be called a pension. It's like obsolete thing. Well, it is obsolete. I think some jobs still have pensions. Does anyone know if some people still have pensions?
Yeah, yes, I believe that some jobs still do.
Yeah, they're still out there. That is for sure.
Okay,
not many, but there is.
But it's very few. It's very few limited now. The 401k, and I think that's kind of a joke because I saw it with my husband's employment being at his job for many, many years, building the 401k, but when the 2008 bust hit, I looked like, wow, look at all this money they took out. You mean this is all we have now? So I know me, myself, thank God, I was able to early retire, basically during the 2008-2009 recession crash, and I just decided to find a plan B to make it my plan A because I had nothing else to do. I was always at home as a homemaker. My husband, he works. I know everybody hears me say this, but my husband does. He's an 8 to faint worker, but he loves to work. So I had to find something to keep me busy, to keep me sane, to keep my mind together. So I found this opportunity that we all have found, essential product and service brokers, and I started having fun. I started networking with people who had the same mindset as myself. I started traveling more than what I was normally doing. But how did you find what you're doing now to satisfy you, Kevin?
Well, that's a great question. How did I find what I'm doing? It was basically attributed to the last recession. Saw that coming, saw the writing on the wall. We were actually looking for a solution for many people out there that actually ties into tonight's conversation of having a financial plan, a strategy, because a lot of people don't even have a plan, as you said, the article said, which is very, very true. And I believe very simplistically, I came from the finance background, and when I saw the economy getting ready to crash, this was August of 2007, we actually looked at 22 companies in 24 months. We knew that the next fastest growing sector in our economy is going to be a home-based business because people were losing jobs, loss of revenue, a lot of issues going on, right? You can only sell so much out of the garage sale. And,
right.
Just as you said earlier in the article about, marriages breaking up, children being affected by that, that's a crisis situation. And we really felt the solution, actually becoming an essential service product broker, at the end of the day, really was the solution. And I really believe that because we could show people, obviously, how to save money on their taxes by having a home-based business as of the 2013 new tax laws. We have the ability to show people without building distribution if they don't want to, just through simple customer acquisition, minimal effort on a weekly basis, but consistently to double at least the retirement from the standpoint of Social Security that's typically out there. And if someone wants to build distribution, create a life-changing income. And that could be all part of the financial plan and retirement.
Most definitely. And what about you, Omara?
Well, becoming an essential product and service broker actually stemmed from me just having entrepreneur spirit and not really understanding that I had an entrepreneur spirit. I always felt like I just didn't have the right job. So, I was one of them people who was seeking the perfect job. And it's amazing because I see my daughter doing that now, coming out of college and graduating, getting her bachelor's degree, and now she's had about 5 jobs since February, and we're only in August. So Mine stemmed from that because I just came to the realization that I would never be paid what I was worth at a job. A job is they just can't pay you what they're worth because it's not good business 101 for them. In order to make a profit and to be able to fuel their dreams, they have to be able to make a profit somewhere, and usually it comes from our efforts. So for me, I got introduced initially to the internet. I really saw the possibilities of income coming from the internet. And it was the first time I was able to understand and comprehend passive residual income. I never knew what it was. No one I knew or anyone in my circle made money that way. So for me, it was like a fairy tale. You know, you see the infomercials at night that you can make money while you sleep. And I was like, make money while you sleep? Yeah, right. Yeah, that sounds great. The person who introduced me to becoming an essential products and service broker was someone that I didn't know from a can of paint. But when he spoke to me about it, it just made sense. And it just made sense even more because it was essential products and services. So for me, it was something that I ran to because I had already began to make passive residual income with the internet. And when he showed me this concept and he showed me the products and services, it just made sense. I mean, those were things that I was paying bills on myself every month. So I made that shift, and literally within a 6 to 7 month window, I was able to stop working for anybody else ever again. It was irritating.
Exactly.
True.
But we know as essential product and service brokers, you can get wealthy. We know of people who have gotten wealthy, who came from nothing, and now you see them now. Our most famous person is Lisa Nicole Cloud, who is a star, a TV reality star with Married to Medicine. Well, she didn't make her money in Married to Medicine. She made her money in network marketing. And because we have a lot of fun, and I know these guys have a lot of fun because we travel to our various meetings all over the country, and we have a blast. And we know of people up in age, 84, 75, 67. I know a lady out in California, and she comes to every international training that we have. She has a wonderful time, sharing a room with another senior lady, going out to dinner all the time. We have different parties. She's at all the parties. I can't even hang at all the parties. I've given those up for a while now. But she'll be at the parties for a little while because when we're at our international training, that's when we go to work. We have to roll up our sleeves. We have to be there bright and early in the morning from 9 to 5. And so, guys, are you having a lot of fun with your business?
Absolutely. I mean, I think the autonomy, and I think Omar will agree with this as well, and the ability just to pick up and travel whenever you want. I mean, I can't remember the last time, I'm saying this for literally the last 6 years, where I ever bought a round-trip ticket.
Wow.
I buy one-way tickets, and when I'm done, then I buy a ticket to come back. And so, ability to be able to maintain a household for my family and be able to travel whenever I want, I mean,
yes.
it's amazing. And that does add to the fun side of this business for sure. You're doing business, don't get me wrong, but it's business trip attached with fun, which makes it a great way to do business.
It's so comfortable. It's like a luxury lifestyle that I had no idea that I would be able to have in my middle age. I thought that maybe I would have to be 74, 84 before I could do anything like this. So, Amara, how are you having fun?
Oh,
I know you are.
One of my mottos is if it's not fun, I'm done. So I'm definitely one of those. And there's not too much fun going on unless you're around fun people. I have absolute fun in this business, and my wife is one of the ones who was able to experience the differences in my personality when I went from working to someone to working for myself. Just being a lot more jovial period on a daily basis. And I really get to see firsthand. I'm experiencing retirements for some folks firsthand because of my father-in-law and my mother-in-law. Now, he was a veteran. He was in the Navy. He had some pensions coming in because he worked for years as a district manager for Best, not Best Buy, but if you guys can remember Best, which was a company that was out.
I remember it. Sure.
Yeah, he worked for Best, and then he moved on from Best and went to QVC, worked at QVC. I know plenty of people know QVC.
Sure.
Got retirement from QVC, and he retired, and he had a downgrade. He owned a home, which made sense because they had 3 floors, and him and his wife were getting older. They didn't want to deal with steps, so they downgraded to an apartment, and now they are going to moving in our home. We had to turn our basement into an in-law suite for them. For a person who is a veteran, had a pension with a company, and also is getting help with his medication from, various organizations that help with that, still can't afford to be on his own. Can't afford to keep the small apartment that him and his wife are in. And the reverse side of that is the benefits of us being able to work this business ourselves is the same month that my wife told me that they were going to move in, we were able to get the basement done that same month. It wasn't an issue of, do we have to take a loan? How are we going to get this done?
That's awesome.
Because of this business and being able to have liquid assets at your beck and call, and being so liquid with the income that comes in as a cash flow every month, we were able to get it done. But like I said, on the flip side, having a family member who decided to be an essential service broker, built their own business, and be in a position to say, here, we can rearrange our whole lives here, change our basement out, and afford for you guys to come move in with us. I'm witnessing it firsthand what most people are dealing with retirement.
Funny, Omara, when you're talking about that, I mean, I have a couple in Southern California, elderly couple. They're in their 80s and 90s, and the husband and wife, $100 a month. They live in a mobile home park, and because he just came on and became an essential service broker, he's marketing one of our products, security system, that's helping everybody in the park that has a life alert, right? You could trade off a couple of the monitors. And because of that, he's actually getting an extra $370 for each system he gives away for free, which is amazing. And he actually earns a percentage of that. So he's doing 2 of those a month, which is doubling his retirement because they're getting $1,400, but they're also getting, obviously, a 50% increase is really what's happening to them. So it's been a game changer for them. And so on the flip side, someone elderly also has the ability, if they want to come on board and doing so augment their income, which I think is awesome.
That is really awesome. It's just wonderful how we can help people who think that, even at their elderly age, that their dreams cannot be fulfilled. But because of how we work with our home business, we can educate others who would like to have a home business and make some great money. We're talking about great money. I saw a periscope of Omara's basement, how they rearranged it, cut out the garage and all. And I mean, it is fabulous. It's just nothing thrown together. I'm like, wow, look at this, man. This is really nice, that they were able to do that. And then to hear you say that here these people are living in a mobile park, and now he can make some extra money. He stick with what he's doing. He'll be in a home, in a mansion, because I'm telling you, if you could see some of the people here in Atlanta who work in our business, who are essential product and service brokers, they have mansions. They don't have houses. They have mansions, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat. I have some products that I would like for you to sample. You can reach me at www.connieradiohost.com. That's www.connieradiohost.com. And this will give you, you can have a sample of our Montevita healthy beverage that tastes like a coffee, a delicious coffee, because it is full of vitamins. It is very good for you. It can help you lose weight. I have a friend out in Southern California who I have not seen in a while, and he put a picture of himself on Facebook. I'm like, oh my God, he lost all that weight. He said he did it with Montevita. Or you can try my High Five Fuel that will give you some extra energy where you can go out for your walks, or the High Five Lean. And if you like my samples and would like to purchase the product, I'll throw in a $10 off gift card for you to have. So you can go to my website, or you can give my show a call. You can call the Connie Reeves Show at 505-652-2107. That's 505-652-2107, and it is a free call. I pick up the cost on my end. So feel free to call the Connie Reeves Show and tell me what you would like to sample, and I'll send it out to you. Now, it's a good thing that I also found another article, because when I said that we have a plan B, we can help you if you will open up your mind and be willing to listen to what we have to say. This guy, Robert Laura, is a contributor to Forbes magazine, and he wrote an article called "Would You Join a Multi-Level Marketing Company for Retirement Income?" And I know a lot of people, oh, multi-level, that's a bad word. No, it's not. This is the 21st century, and you need to be aware that you can become quite wealthy. He says that at some point in your life, you've been pitched a multi-level marketing, direct selling, or network marketing business opportunity. While the pitch varies from company to company, it basically promises a chance to ditch your 9-to-5 work schedule, be your own boss, and make lots of money while making new friends in the process. It all sounds good on paper, yet there is a seemingly endless debate over whether these companies and programs are legitimate business opportunities or not. So he says that he dug in and got the real scoop. As a result, he says, I believe that the entire industry is poised for explosive growth and can be one of the most significant solutions to America's current retirement savings crisis. So what do you think about that, Kevin?
It's absolutely true. I mean, when we think about an economy crashing like what happened in the last one, of course, we have another bubble we're coming up to. Some people are getting depressed, and, I hate to be morbid, but some people, are committing suicide while other people are becoming millionaires. It's really a matter of perspective. And, when you think about this being part of a financial strategy, it only stands to reason that part of the financial strategy in my book, I'm sure Amara would agree as well, and that is get rid of debt. And the best way to get rid of debt is basically three principles. What I love about our opportunity and what it offers is, number one, as I said earlier, a tax shelter. Based on the tax laws of 2013 to current times, in order to have the best tax shelter in the United States, it's beyond the house, it's beyond the kids, and that's having a home-based business. But you got to meet three criteria. Number one is you got to work your business consistently 3 to 4 hours a week. 2, you have to have an intent to make profit. And 3, you have to have record keeping. So, the companies today for a minimal monthly fee to run your business, to support your website. Shows the intent to make profit because you actually have a retail website, and of course includes reporting, which shows money paid and money received. So, I mean, that part makes it very, very simple. But most listeners that are listening right now, are you aware of the fact, and you can document this, that the average person who is employed based on the United States average, which is $50,000 a year, it takes 2.3 people to earn that income, meaning both people work full-time and someone's working part-time, can increase their payroll check immediately, providing they start a home-based business, by $100 a week. That's an extra $5,000 a year or an extra $400 a month. Based on the products we sell, which in my case saves me about $100 a month, my sister $100 a month, on bills we're going to pay for anyways is another $100 for a total of $500. And we have a way to show people without even building an organization where they can make an extra $500 to $1,500 a month just securing customers buying these incredible products or services, and your customers can get you customers, and that counts as well. That's what's on the table for the listeners that are listening in.
What do I say after that?
Exactly.
I believe that being an essential products and service broker is your best avenue. And the investment cost to get started is very minimal. For most people, it's less than a pair of shoes for you to get started and begin to position yourself to build long-term income. And I know that sounds crazy to some folks, that for less than the cost of a pair of shoes, you can create long-term income for you and your family. But that is what is in front of you guys. It's the possibilities, and it's also the probabilities that most of you can make that happen. So it's just a choice of whether you're going to get started as essential product and service broker, or find another avenue that you can create your retirement. But one thing that I know that is most important is that you better figure out how you're going to plan for your retirement. Now, you can get with a financial planner and go through the whole process of cutting down your lifestyle, but ask yourself the question to ask yourself is, where is your lifestyle now, and do you want to lose any of that? Yeah. And being an essential products and service broker can position you to not lose your lifestyle, but actually increase your lifestyle, but at the same time increase what you're going to be preparing yourself for when retirement comes.
Absolutely.
And just to get you to look at what we're talking about, I am offering you an opportunity to sample some of the products that we have. And if you like what we have and you would like to become an essential product and service broker like we are and have fun, travel the country, go to www.connieradiohost.com. That's www.connieradiohost.com, or give us a call at the Connie Reeves Show in my private studio, 505-652-2107. That's 505-652-2107. And to listen to any of our previous shows, you can go to my channel at Connie Reeves Show YouTube. That's Connie Reeves Show YouTube. And we're just trying to help you get money, make money, and save money. Good night.